What's up, guys? This is going to be an intro to the session view, and this is a good way to kind of jam and get ideas down, and that's kind of what sets Ableton apart from a lot of things. So I'm just gonna drop in, okay, perfect. We're gonna drop in a loop just to this. We can drop it to an audio track or set it, off kilter, and it creates a new audio track for us. And we notice this little play button, and it says loop, and it'll just loop. It'll loop this track indefinitely, forever. We can set the loop marker right here, so it only plays that particular part, or this particular part, right? And how it works is there's scenes. So there's tracks in this row, and then the scenes go up, kind of like a spreadsheet. So we'd have, say, this scene with just the kick, and we can play an entire scene by pressing scene 1. And you can even like rename it like intro or whatever. And that's all neat. And then you can also, what we'll do is we'll duplicate, and then we'll try to find, say, another thing. And we'll drop that right next to it. So we can jam between this right, and that's how you kind of jam and make clips work. And each clip has its own sort of thing, and you can kind of switch between them and duplicate. So we'll duplicate this scene, and then we'll add something else to it. That sounds neat, I guess. You notice that it's all in time, and this is the quantize menu. This 1 bar, and we have it set to 1 bar. We can have it set to 8 bars, so it'll take, like, we'll play this. Right? So it like takes a while, so you can like do that and then, move around. Or you can have it set to none, so it'll instantly, right? It'll instantly start playing. I have it set to a bar, just because. Yeah, you have all your scenes here, and what you can do is you can add a MIDI track. So what we'll do is, we'll duplicate this one, and it's a good way to get ideas. Or that's for recording MIDI. We can insert MIDI clip, and we have a MIDI clip down here. Click the pencil tool, and we can draw in notes. And what we'll do is we'll add an instrument. We'll add a bass, right? Baby steps, we can preview it, right? We can drop that in. There you go. Right. What the heck are you doing? Stop that. That's a terrible example, but you get the idea. And we can switch things around. We can make this shorter. The loop length is 1 bar. The start is 1 bar, length is 1 bar. We can set it to 2 bars, 3, 4, and we can get lots of neat ideas down. Another thing we can do is we can change the sound. So I'll change that. Yeah, oh, there we go. Say if I don't want to move that, I can move it up here. I can stop all by this little button down here, and then reset that. Right, okay, there's that, and that is your basic clip launching introduction. You have all your levels here. It's not reflective of your arrangement. Once you have a scene that you like, say if we like this one, you can drag the whole scene, drag and drop it into your arrangement, and then click on this little guy right here, back to your arrangement, and then you have all your sounds here. And they're in their like kind of primitive form, and you have to arrange this way, and it's just a good way to get, again, ideas down. and you can have as many scenes as you want. So say if we don't like this, these are exactly the same. What we'll do is we'll find another loop. Right, we'll put that there. And we'll see how we like it. You can kind of see the loop position here. So some loops are longer than others. Yeah. Another thing we can do is we can add an effect, and we can have this not loop. I'll give you an example. All right, we have that. All right, I'll drop that in all of these. So I'll just do Control D. Right. So it's in all of these. Oh, I might not want to Control D and do that. And this is set to loop. We just turn off loop, so it just plays once. Right. So yeah. We have it duplicated, so we'll launch a scene. Okay, we'll just stop all. We'll launch a scene. Right, that just played once. Right, so it's a good way to kind of set up your transitions. Right? So when you start each of these scenes and it's not soloed. Right, and yeah, that's your basic clip launching. I don't use it a whole lot. I'm an arrangement view kind of guy, but this is here, and it's pretty neat to get ideas down, and it's with scripts, with MIDI controllers, you can launch clips and all that within a hardware controller. And you can jam that way, and there's plenty of products that do that. All right, hope you learned stuff. We're doing baby steps. We're going to get into some pretty neat things really soon, I promise. But this is just sequentially baby steps. All right, we'll be back, and yeah.